Scott Hogan coming to you here from the Scott Hogan Golf Performance Center. I wanted to talk to you about a critical area of your game that you can work on still in the off season. If you're in the cold weather states, you can still work on indoors, but help you shoot lower scores when it's time to get outside and on the golf course. And that's the dreaded 3-putt. And so we want to talk about how can we get the 3-putt out of your game to make your scores go down very, very quickly. So as we start looking at 3-putting, one of the biggest things that I think people understand and know that'll help them not 3-putt is they want to have good speed, but they're not sure how they're going to get that speed. So we're going to use a tool today. We're using our blast motion sensor, which is sending some information to our iPad over here. And we're going to start looking at a very critical element of a putting stroke, which is the time it takes to make our backstroke. So from when the stroke starts to when actually the backstroke ends and we're starting to go back towards the ball. So it's just a very short part of the stroke, but it's very critical in helping us figure out how much energy is going to get into the ball, which then tells us how much speed we're going to have when we hit a putt. So I'm going to go ahead and hit one here for us, and we're going to see what we get. Okay, and that one shows up. It showed up as a 0.56 seconds for my backstroke time. Okay, now when we're hitting a putt, an ideal number, that's 0.6 seconds. But in reality, what we're looking for is if I was to start hitting putts farther and farther, I want to make my backstroke time the same. Most people think it should be a different time to make your backstroke. No, it should be the same as you work from any length putt. That's because as I make a bigger stroke, well, the same proportion of how big the stroke is getting, I need to add that much more speed into my stroke. And then if I'm making it smaller, again, if I'm making it shorter backstroke, I need to slow it down just a little bit, or else I'm going to hit it way too hard still, even though I'm making a shorter backstroke. So a good drill that we like to do is I've hit my putt. I hit that one about 15 feet. I'm actually going to try to get the exact same result on the blast here of 0.56, and I'm going to try to roll it about 2 feet past that ball. Let's see what we get. Okay. It's shown up. Actually, I did it. I got 0.56 seconds on my backstroke time. It's about 2 feet past, maybe 2.5, so I did pretty good. But I just would continue that drill. Again, we can do this if you don't have any type of target at home and you just have carpet. You can still do this drill if I wanted to go a little shorter. Again, I'm going to try to hit that same target. And I was actually able to do it again for a third time. So that was a pretty good dispersion of my distance. You can see the 3 golf balls. They are really, really well spaced apart. I hit my goal as far as controlling my speed, and I was able to make that ball do pretty much what I thought it would do the entire time. So as we're looking to control our game and shoot lower scores, getting rid of 3-putts, that's a critical way. The one way that we can do it is have better speed. And to control our speed, how are we going to do that? Well, we can start looking at how much time does it take for us to make a backstroke. If we start focusing on that and trying to get that consistent, you're going to find that you're able to do a lot more with the ball on the greens, have better speed, get it closer to the hole, and hopefully make more putts. So try that, and hopefully it helps you out with your game.